U.S. NSC Coordinator John Kirby has once again stressed on the need for humanitarian aid for the people of Gaza, saying the U.S. is working to ensure that humanitarian aid to Gaza is not stopped by Israel. On the other hand, Israel is convinced that the humanitarian aid going will be misused by Hamas to strike back at the IDF. Israeli envoy to the UN, Gilad Erdan, has made the claim that Hamas are currently holding over 500,000 litres of fuel right now, and Israel will refuse to supply the enemy with any aid.
And the United States is literally leading the effort to try to get humanitarian assistance into Gaza. And if it wasn't, quite frankly, for American leadership, I don't think you'd see. In fact, I know you wouldn't see the increase of the aid getting in. Again, we know there's a lot more that needs to be done, but it's because of American leadership on the ground and American convening power that we're able to get that aid in and try to see if we can sustain it. We're working very hard at this. I just want to repeat it. Every single innocent life lost is a tragedy. Every one. Whether it's a Palestinian life lost or an Israeli life lost. Everyone should be prevented. There's no reason for these families to keep grieving. And we're going to keep doing everything we can to work with our Israeli counterparts on the minimization of civilian casualties.
Took power as a council. Hamas Nazis have spent the past 16 years ruling Gaza. 16 years. Abusing Palestinians and butchering anyone who opposes them. When Hamas took power in Gaza in 2007, you all know it very well, they murdered hundreds of Palestinians with their own hands. They threw them off rooftops. They used Palestinians as human shields, building terror bases under hospitals and missile launchers next to schools. What do you expect us to do? They hoard medical supplies, food and fuel for themselves when these resources could benefit their people. I assume Lazzarini forgot to tell you about it. They also deleted the tweet that was telling you about it. Their leaders live in luxury in Doha and Istanbul. They don't even live in the Gaza Strip, their leaders.
Akshit Gupta is joining us for more details on this story. Akshit, clearly a war of words erupting between the US and Israel over aid supply to Gaza.
Well, yes, you were saying that trucks should enter into Gaza when it comes to humanitarian aid, because Gaza has continuously been receiving aid from Israel, which has and the local fields there are very important of it, because it has been under total siege from the commencement since the commencement of the war, and the fuel water supply is also very limited there. So of course, US is saying, but the measures to the United Nations, Gilad has also said that when Hamas took power in Gaza in 2007, they murdered hundreds of Palestinians with their own hands. And he also said that, what do you expect us to do? He said that they hold medical supplies, food and themselves when these resources could benefit their people. And he says that Hamas is holding roughly 500,000 liters of fuel right now. And he said that Israel has also approved more than dozens of daily trucks of humanitarian supplies, including food, water and medical equipment. He said, but Israel refuses to supply the enemy Hamas with any aid in accordance with the international with the international law. Of course, because Israel from this day one only has been offensive when it comes to attacking Hamas in the Gaza Strip, and earlier they even refused to supply any kind of humanitarian aid. But after the US President Joe Biden visited and the Rafah borders in Egypt were open, then some trucks went into Gaza to provide the humanitarian aid. But still, Israel remains reluctant on the fact that aid should be provided to Hamas in Gaza.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.